From the allure of eternal youth to the obsession with Herculean physiques, there are stories of the rich who crossed the line of plastic surgeries. Let's peel back the layers of luxury to reveal what happens when the rich turn themselves into living sculptures. Valdir Segato's journey into the depths of body modification is a tale of obsession, risk, and the pursuit of an extraordinary image. Born on July 24, 1967, in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Valdir's life took a turn that led him down a path few dare to tread. His story is not just about the transformation of his body, but also about the lengths to which one might go in the search for a unique identity. Valdir, a construction worker turned bodybuilder, found himself enamored with the exaggerated musculature of comic book heroes. The bulging biceps of characters like the Incredible Hulk whispered to him a promise of power, respect, and an escape from the ordinary. But for Valdir, regular gym sessions and protein shakes weren't enough to achieve the superhuman form he desired. He wanted more, and he wanted it fast. In his pursuit of monumental muscles, Valdir discovered synthol, a mixture of oil, painkillers, and alcohol that bodybuilders have been known to use for quick muscle enhancement. With each injection, his biceps ballooned, and the numbers on the measuring tape twisted ever upward, reaching a staggering 23 inches. The local gym-goers began to murmur, and soon Valdir earned the nickname He-Man. But with his newfound girth came unforeseen consequences. The synthol injections posed a grave threat to his health. Doctors warned him of infections, amputations, and even the risk of death. Yet the siren call of synthetic size seemed to drown out the voices of concern. Valdir's skin stretched and strained, filled not with muscle, but with a perilous potion that could solidify into rock-like tissue. As his fame grew on social media, so did the whispers of worry. Friends and followers alike watched with a mix of awe and anxiety. Valdir's arms became a spectacle, a testament to human alteration. Still, they also told a silent story of the pain and the constant risk of complications that lurked beneath the surface. Despite the dangers, Valdir's pride in his appearance was palpable. He strutted through the streets of Sao Paulo, a living exhibit of extreme body modification. Children gawked, and adults gasped, but Valdir seemed to bask in the attention. His arms, a symbol of his dedication and daring, had become his identity. Yet, as the years passed, the reality of his choices began to weigh on him. The injections that once brought him so much satisfaction now brought pain and a host of medical issues. Valdir faced a crossroads: continue down the perilous path of body modification or seek redemption and recovery. His journey into the world of extreme body modification serves as a powerful narrative about the complex relationship between self-image and self-worth. Jocelyn Wildenstein's tale is one of luxury, obsession, and transformation. Her journey from a Swiss debutante to a New York socialite is a narrative that intertwines love, identity, and the pursuit of an aesthetic ideal that defies the norms. Born on August 5, 1940, in Lausanne, Switzerland, Jocelyn Paraset's life was one of comfort and privilege. Her journey took an extraordinary turn when she married billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein, propelling her into the rarefied air of high society and opulence. It was within this glittering world that Jocelyn began to reinvent herself. Not through the strokes of a brush or the chisel of a sculptor, but through the scalpel of a plastic surgeon. The transformation was gradual at first. A nip here, a tuck there, but as the years passed, Jocelyn's face began to reflect an almost feline visage, earning her the moniker Catwoman. Her high cheekbones, elongated eyes, and taut lips were said to be inspired by her then-husband's love of big cats. It was a look that was as much a statement as it was a testament to her desire to please and be adored. The surgeries were numerous, and the costs were astronomical, with estimates running into the millions. Yet for Jocelyn, the price tag was secondary to pursuing her personal vision of beauty. Her appearance became a canvas for the avant-garde, a living work of art that challenged conventional standards. As her look became more extreme, so did the public's fascination with her. Jocelyn Wildenstein became a fixture in the media, and her life and looks were dissected and discussed in equal measure. Yet beneath the surface of this media spectacle was a woman who was navigating the complexities of identity and self-expression in a world that often values youth and conventional beauty above all else. Despite the criticism and the stares, Jocelyn remained unapologetic about her choices. To her, the surgeries were not a sign of insecurity, but an expression of confidence. She embraced her uniqueness, and in doing so, became an icon of sorts, a symbol of the lengths to which one might go in the search for individuality. Jocelyn Wildenstein's story is more than just a chronicle of cosmetic procedures. Her life serves as a reminder that beauty is profoundly personal, and the pursuit of it can be as much about self-realization as it is about aesthetics. Michael Jackson's metamorphosis was as dramatic and enigmatic as his music. The King of Pop, a title he earned for his unparalleled contributions to the music industry, had a life that played out like a public symphony, with each movement marked by a change in his visage as much as his artistry. Born on August 29, 1958 in Gary, Indiana, Michael Joseph Jackson was the seventh of 9 children in a working-class African-American family. From the tender age of 6, he emerged as the cherubic lead singer of the Jackson 5. His wide smile and afro were emblematic of the era and endeared him to millions. However, as his fame skyrocketed, so did his journey through the world of plastic surgery. It began subtly enough. A nose job, reportedly after breaking it during a complex dance routine, led to another, then another. With each procedure, his nose became thinner, his skin lighter, and his visage more delicate. Speculation was rife, with fans and critics alike pondering the motivations behind his transformation. Was it a desire to maintain youthful looks, a response to the relentless pressure of fame, or a deeper, more personal hunt for an ideal self-image? Michael's chin became more pronounced with a cleft added, and his cheeks more defined. His skin, affected by the condition vitiligo, became increasingly lighter, a change he addressed in interviews, but which did little to stem the tide of public scrutiny and speculation. The changes were not just physical. They mirrored the shifts in his personal life and career, from the zenith of his fame with the release of albums like Thriller and Bad to the more turbulent times that followed. His appearance became a canvas for the tabloids, a constant source of fascination and controversy. Yet, through it all, Michael remained an enigmatic figure, his talent undeniable, his influence immeasurable, and his legacy complex. He was a man who wore many masks, both literally and figuratively, and his relationship with his appearance was as multifaceted as his music. Michael Jackson's story is a poignant reminder of the pressures of fame and the human desire for self-reinvention. His journey through plastic surgery is interwoven with his desire for perfection in his art, each surgical altercation a note in the broader melody of his life. In the end, his changing appearance became as iconic as his moonwalk, a part of the legend that is Michael Jackson, a legend that continues to resonate with those who find beauty in the extraordinary and the courage to be different. Donatella Versace, the Italian fashion icon and vice president of the Versace empire, is as renowned for her distinctive style as she is for her contributions to the world of high fashion. Born on May 2, 1955, in Reggio Calabria, Italy, she was thrust into the limelight after the tragic murder of her brother, Gianni Versace, in 1997. Inheriting the throne of one of the most illustrious fashion houses, Donatella became the custodian of a legacy steeped in glamour, opulence, and the avant-garde. Donatella's journey through the world of cosmetic surgery is as public as her fashion shows. Over the years, her appearance has transformed significantly. The subtle refinement of her features in the early days gradually gave way to more pronounced changes. Her lips became fuller, her skin smoother, and her overall visage took on a more sculpted appearance. Critics and fans alike have watched her evolution with both admiration and concern, as each surgical procedure seemed to steer her further from her natural look. The fashion maven's choice to undergo plastic surgery has been a topic of intense media scrutiny. Yet Donatella has faced the commentary with the same boldness that defines her fashion statements. She has never shied away from discussing her cosmetic procedures, openly addressing her use of Botox and fillers. The changes in her appearance have sparked conversations about the pressures faced by women in the fashion industry to maintain a youthful look. Donatella herself has become a symbol of these pressures, her face telling a story of a relentless pursuit of an aesthetic ideal. Yet, despite the extensive work, she remains a powerhouse in fashion, her creative vision undimmed by the years of the critics. Donatella's story is not just one of a changing face, but also of resilience and the ability to adapt. In the volatile world of fashion, where trends come and go with the seasons, she's remained a constant, her brand synonymous with luxury and her persona larger than life. Through it all, Donatella Versace has maintained her status as a fashion legend, her designs gracing runways and red carpets around the globe. Her personal aesthetic choices have become as much a part of her brand as the iconic Medusa logo of Versace. In the end, her legacy will be defined not by the alterations to her appearance, but by the indelible mark she has made on the fashion industry. Rodrigo Alves, famously known as the human Ken doll, has become a global sensation for his transformation journey through plastic surgery. Born on July 30, 1983, in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Rodrigo's quest for physical perfection began at a young age, driven by a deep-seated desire to embody the aesthetic of the iconic Ken doll, the epitome of the male ideal in plastic form. Rodrigo's odyssey into the world of cosmetic enhancement has been nothing short of extraordinary. With over 60 surgeries and hundreds of procedures ranging from pectoral implants to rhinoplasties and even a risky rib removal operation, he's spent well over $1 million sculpting his body and face. Each procedure added a new layer to his persona. Each step taken was a move towards his self-styled vision of perfection. The motivation behind Rodrigo's numerous surgeries is complex. He's spoken candidly about the bullying he endured as a child due to his body, which initially led him to the doors of plastic surgeons. However, as the number of procedures increased, so did the media attention, and Rodrigo became a regular feature in tabloids and on television shows. His life became an open book, his body a canvas for the world to critique and marvel at. Rodrigo's journey has not been without its complications. Surgeries have led to infections, and there have been moments when the pursuit of beauty has brought him to the brink of health crises. Yet his commitment to his aesthetic goals has remained unwavering. Despite the physical alterations, Rodrigo Alves has maintained that the surgeries have been a way to match his exterior with the confidence and vibrancy he feels inside. His story raises questions about identity, self-expression, and achieving personal satisfaction. It also shines a light on the societal pressures that drive the pursuit of an ideal body image. As he continues to live in the public eye, Rodrigo Alves stands as a symbol of the transformative power of plastic surgery and its ability to redefine not just bodies, but destinies. Mickey Rourke's rugged charm and raw talent catapulted him to Hollywood stardom in the 1980s. Born on September 16, 1952, in Schenectady, New York, Rourke's early life was marked by a tumultuous family environment, but he found solace and expression in acting. His breakthrough role in Body Heat set the stage for a series of performances that would define his career as an actor, known for his intensity and authenticity. However, Rourke's passion for boxing was as strong as his love for acting. In the early 1990s, he stepped away from the silver screen and returned to the boxing ring, a decision that would have lasting implications. The sport's physical toll was evident. Injuries sustained during matches necessitated reconstructive surgeries, particularly on his face. The damage was not just skin deep, it was structural, requiring a series of complex procedures. The surgeries that followed were an attempt to repair the boxer's battered visage, but the outcomes were a far cry from the heartthrob image that had once made him a poster boy of Hollywood. His once chiseled features gave way to a visage that seemed perpetually swollen, a shadow of his former self. The procedures included a nose reconstruction and cheekbone adjustments, but each surgery seemed only to distance him further from his original appearance. Rourke's altered looks were met with shock and dismay by fans and the media alike. The actor himself expressed regret over the surgeries, candidly discussing the disappointment and the impact on his career. The botched procedures became a cautionary tale about the risks of cosmetic surgery, particularly when compounded by the need for repeated interventions. Despite the setbacks, Mickey Rourke's indomitable spirit saw him return to acting with renewed vigor. His critically acclaimed performance in The Wrestler was a powerful comeback, earning him a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. It was a role that seemed to mirror his own life, a story of a man grappling with the aftermath of his choices, seeking redemption and a second chance. Mickey Rourke's journey through Hollywood, the boxing ring, and the operating room is a poignant narrative of resilience. It speaks to the human condition, our desire to shape our destiny and our appearance, the consequences of our choices, and the possibility of reinvention. In the hunt for Herculean muscles and the title of real-life Incredible Hulk, Romário dos Santos Alves, a Brazilian bodybuilder, pushed his body to the brink. Born in Caldas Novas, Brazil, Romário's early life is not well documented, but his journey into the world of extreme bodybuilding has been both harrowing and cautionary. Romário's obsession with bulking up led him to synthol, a concoction of oil, painkillers, and alcohol that some bodybuilders use to enhance their appearance. This perilous shortcut to an exaggerated musculature promised immediate results, and Romário, seduced by the prospect of instant gains, began injecting the substance directly into his muscles. His biceps, artificially inflated, reached a staggering 25 inches, but this came at a dire cost. The synthol injections turned Romário's dreams into a nightmare. The chemicals hardened within his body, forming rock-like deposits in his arms. The grotesque transformation was not only a health hazard, but also a source of fear and ridicule. Children in his neighborhood recoiled at his sight, labeling him a monster, while his health deteriorated rapidly. Romário faced the grim prospect of amputation as the synthol threatened to cause muscle tissue death and infection. The turning point came when Romário's wife, Marisângela Marinho, expressed her fears of losing her husband. Romário, confronted with the reality of his mortality and the pain he was causing his family, made the arduous decision to cease his synthol use and seek medical help. The road to recovery was fraught with excruciating procedures to extract the hardened substance from his swollen limbs. Romário's plight serves as a stark warning against the use of unregulated substances and the extreme lengths to which individuals will go for aesthetic perfection. Today, Romário speaks out about the dangers of synthol, sharing his story in the hopes of deterring others from following in his footsteps. His journey from a bodybuilder who nearly lost everything in pursuit of size to a cautionary voice in the fitness community is a powerful narrative about the risks of extreme body modification and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of self-inflicted adversity. In the end, these stories of extreme transformations serve as a stark reminder. Wealth can buy luxury, even a new look, but not happiness or health. As we chase ideals of beauty, let's not lose sight of the real treasures we possess. Cherish your health, embrace your uniqueness, and remember that the best version of you is one that's true to who you are. Reflect on the stories shared, and if they remind you of real-life encounters, share your experiences in the comments.